So I got some Johnson lifters in for this HEMI that I'm working on, and typically with something like that requires different length push rods. So after attempting to install the rocker shafts and torquing them down, I had a lot of play. So I'm actually going to measure for push rod length right now. So what you want to do is stick in your exhaust push rod, intake push rod, and make sure they're seated on the lifter seat, and you want to make sure the cam is on the base circle. I should say the lifter's gone up and down on the intake and exhaust. That would indicate that it's on the base circle. Before I put those on, I actually install the push rod length checkers. So you have an adjustable push rod like this, and then torque it down, and then adjust the push rod outward till there's zero lash. So zero lash means no vertical movement up and down of the push rod. You don't want it to be up and down movement. To get a 35 thousandths preload setting on the lifter, that's about 1 1/8 turn out past zero lash, and that would get you to your 35 thousandths. To get this on base circle, you want to put some decent pressure on these so they're seated on the lifter, and you could actually feel it because these lifters aren't pumped up, so there's a little bit of cushion when you push this push rod down. So I'm gonna put some pressure on these. I'm gonna turn the motor over, just tapping it. There. So now I'm gonna pull these out. Stick my exhaust one in there. Put the intake in. Try to get these on here. You want to make sure the push rod is fully seated in the cup. Let's torque this down. See how I have vertical movement there? I shouldn't have any vertical movement. So you can see that's the intake push rod. This is your exhaust. See, I got vertical movement. It's not at zero lash. So again, we have way too much play here. So we're gonna extend the adjustable portion of the push rod outward, lock it down. Well, once it gets to zero lash, that's where you got to do your you know, depending on what your preload setting is. Like I said, we're gonna shoot for 35 thousandths, so we're about 1 1/8 full turn on the push rods to get 35 thousandths of an inch preload. So I got these to zero lash. Like I said, zero lash would indicate no vertical movement up and down. So I have no vertical movement, but you would still be able to spin the push rod. So that's zero lash. Okay. Same thing on the intake. I have no vertical movement. Can't move this up and down, but you could still spin the push rod. So once you're at zero lash, from here, I'm gonna turn this outward again, about 1 1/8 turns, and that should get me at my 35 thousandths of an inch preload. And just heads up, part number is Johnson 2326. So if you're working on a HEMI and you replace those, be expecting to get some longer push rods.